All right, everyone. On this episode of Nothing Major, first of all, happy Thanksgiving. We're going to talk a little Thanksgiving theme today. Players you'd want to cook Thanksgiving dinner for you. Players maybe you wouldn't want to have cook you Thanksgiving dinner. We're also going to talk about, is there such thing as a bad win? We're going to go over bad TV shows we actually like. And then the highlight of the episode is the interview with Danielle Collins. Has she found love? Let's get to it. All right, welcome back. We got John Isner, Steve Johnson, Charlie Fox, the team at SIFT, myself. No Jack today. He'll be back next week. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I know Thanksgiving was yesterday, but I feel like this is one I could say Happy Thanksgiving, even though we're past the day. I mean, I guess it's only Thanksgiving for the Americans.
Yeah.
But speaking of Thanksgiving, which current player you trust to throw a good Thanksgiving dinner?
That's a tough one.
It is a tough one. And off the top of my head, I think I'm going to go with Tommy Paul.
Yeah.
I think he would throw a good one. But because of his fiance, she likes to cook.
Yeah, no, definitely. Because of her, I think.
Because of her, for sure.
Really
did I do it again?
You sure did.
Just how you say it.
Because of his fiance, she likes to cook.
Yeah.
I think Tommy would take a lot of pride in having a lot of good dishes on the table.
Stevie? Who you trust to throw a good one? It's got to be an American, right? Just because like the other countries don't necessarily celebrate
I
Thanksgiving.
think the Spanish guys like their food, right? And so I was thinking
tapas meal. Let's see who Stevie's got.
But are we saying this just strictly from like they have to cook it, or
I don't know, just whatever you want.
Because I had on my list, because I would do a lot of the cooking myself. I had Terrence Atmane just because he could dazzle my home party because of all his magic tricks, dude. Have you not seen this guy do magic tricks and stuff?
Atmane is a magician?
Yeah. Card tricks and everything.
That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. So like I would do all the cooking, I would prepare, and then he'd bring the show.
No, dude, you're wrong. It's not him. It's the other French guy.
Well, he's also a good one too, but he's not currently playing.
Monfils is a magician too.
No, it's the other one.
I know. I'm looking right at him too.
But at Mane, that was an interesting one. Didn't see that
dazzle
coming.
the crowd with some card tricks while you're preparing dinner. Turkey's taking a little longer than you'd expect. You need some crowd control around the house while people are getting hungry.
Oh, all right.
See, I like to throw Sam a curveball.
Sam?
I'm going. I feel like any Spanish guy. I like the fact that Spanish guys live at home. I feel like you're going to get a good family atmosphere. So give me Alcaraz, but like it's going to be a wholesome table, because they live with their parents and their family forever. Yeah. So it's just going to be Carlitos's mom's going to cook something nice like tapas and stuff, and it's just that's what I want. Who's throwing the best? Who's throwing the worst Thanksgiving? What current player? They're like, hey, I'm having a Thanksgiving dinner. You want to come? You're just like, it's going to suck. Anyone come to mind?
I got one or two. I don't think Taylor Fritz is throwing like the best Thanksgiving feast. We love Fritzy, but
he was on my list as well.
He's going to get Chipotle takeout for the people that are there. I love Medvedev, but I feel like Thanksgiving dinner with Medvedev is just like him and his wife and his two kids. And like, you're there too. And it just, I don't even know what Russian food is.
Man, I don't know. I had Fritz just circled because it would be a Chipotle dinner. There'd be no turkey.
Fritz, that's good. Go with Fritz.
Yeah.
Let's move on here. Our own Thanksgivings. I mean, all of us were fortunate enough. We had great Thanksgivings. If you could pick like a couple guys, 2-3 guys on the current tour that you would have loved at Thanksgiving with your families this past week, who are you going with?
Oh, it's a lot of good.
I can start if you guys want.
You go for it.
You start.
Give me all the Italians. And I want actually, I don't want Sinner there or Musetti for that matter. I want the ones that are fresh off the Davis Cup title because they're in a good mood. I want Berrettini. I want Cobolli. Give me Sonego, who's on the bench. I also want the guys from the same country, so they don't they can talk amongst each other too if they feel left out. But they're gonna be a good mood. The Italians, they're family guys. They can also like make some good dishes too to add to Thanksgiving. But I would love that winning Davis Cup team at the Crew with my family. So give me the Italians, not the top Italians.
It's not the top two.
Give me the tier 2 Italians
tier
at Thanksgiving
2
dinner.
All right, I'm gonna go with the South Americans, specifically the Argentinians, and these guys aren't current. I hope that's allowed. We go to Juan Monaco.
No, it's not allowed.
It's not allowed.
No.
Okay, well, can I do Diego?
I didn't make the rules. This was upper management saying current players.
Diego Schwartzman's relevant.
He was relevant. We're not relevant.
We're definitely not.
You keep thinking. Stevie, give us yours. Current players.
I am going to go with Grigor. Always good to have around.
Yeah.
Riley Opelka, even though he's large, very tidy. He's been a house guest of mine.
Yeah, give him a seat at the end of the table.
He's not a football guy, though.
Yeah, but it's all right. He'll help clean up. I've seen the way he operates. He's a very tidy individual. So you need somebody at the end of the day to hunker down, put on the hard hat, and clean up a little bit. So I'll take those boys.
Dimitrov and Opelka?
Do I have to pick one more or no?
You don't have to. You don't have a good one, no.
I'll go. Give me Medvedev. I know you said he wasn't going to cook well, but I think he'd be a great
Whoa!
The guy loves Major League Baseball. I feel like he would get into the NFL games.
Yeah.
Going on during the course of the day. So give me Medvedev and Alcaraz. That's a bit of a bailout, but
yeah.
Yeah,
fair though. That's a good one.
Yeah, it's fine.
You can sit on his, as Sam mentioned, with his table with the with the folding chairs.
Yeah.
I want to go this. Is there such thing as a bad win in tennis? That's what I want to know. And by bad win, some examples. I don't know if you guys remember when Federer beat Alejandro Falla at Wimbledon in 5 sets. Andy Murray beat Stepanik one year at the French Open in 5. We've all had wins where you beat some guy, John, you're ranked 10 in the world. You beat some guy ranked 90, first round of a 250, 7-6 in the third. So let me start with John. Do you ever feel like in tennis, is there such thing as a bad win? Or at the end of the day, is a win a win?
I don't think there's such thing as a bad win. I think especially if you win and playing poorly, it should free you up the rest of the tournament. So oftentimes, especially if you win an ugly match early on, you typically do tend to play better as that tournament progresses. So sometimes a bad/ugly win can really help you as that tournament goes on. During the course of the match, it's miserable, right? If you're playing poorly and you're got some angst on the court and you're just not, you're not on it that day. But if you get through that match, I think a win, any win's a good win in my mind, for sure.
Okay. Fair enough. Stevie, you concur?
Yeah, there's no such thing as a bad win. You win, but I do think you guys will probably not like this opinion, but I would say any match you win is generally, you get a chance, right? Just like John said, even if you played poorly, whatever, you get another chance the next day. I think sometimes a bad series of wins sometimes can be more troubling. I think for me, if you take Holger Rune in 2022, when he's 19 years old, he wins Paris. That just throws him more into the spotlight. He is now expected to win these Master Series because he did it at such a young age. And it's hard to live up to that expectation week in and week out. So I think if he lost to Novak in the finals there, he doesn't maybe have the expectation the last couple years that he had or that he has had to kind of feel. And obviously now that he's hurt and now for the next year, that's a real big bummer. But I feel like that's almost worse. I know it sounds crazy than, just any win, because now you're just at the forefront of the spotlight. You beat Novak, a Master Series title as a teenager. I think that's hard to deal with. I mean, it's still, I would have killed for a Master Series title, but but no single win is a bad win. You win a match, you move on, you get a chance to right the ship the next day.
Yeah, no, I agree. Kind of like John's saying too, I feel like sometimes when you played a match, you had a bad win, you played ugly and won, the next round, you played a great match. It's weird how in tennis that can work, where on Monday, you could not play well if you still win, and then Tuesday, you're a different tennis player.
Yeah.
It doesn't, sometimes it almost doesn't make sense that the same guy can be so much better or so much worse day to day. I'm sure you guys have had moments where you won tournaments, but you're if you go back to the first or second round, you're man, I played awful. So I guess kind of the same sentiment. There is no such thing as a bad win.
But you guys know how it is. You win an ugly match, win an ugly close match. The next day in your match warm up, the ball just feels so much better because you feel like you are playing with house money a little bit. And so it's not so much your game, it's just your mentality changes. You're like, wow, like I feel like I'm lucky to still be in this tournament. So let's make the most of it.
Yeah. I wonder if there's days where like Sinner's warming up and he's like, man, like the ball does not feel good right now. There must be, and he must hide it so
For
well.
sure. There has to be.
Yeah, absolutely. For sure.
But is it just so infrequent?
I just think the ball, I don't know. I don't think it's infrequent at all. I think what the greats do, like a Sinner, an Alcaraz, a Novak, is their movement's not going to let them down. So they'll just lock you down that way. If they're not feeling the ball that well, all right, well, I'm just going to make more balls than you. And that's what they do. Like that's their special power, their movement and the way they just sort of make you go for too much. If they're not feeling so confident to kind of shoot for the lines as much.
Yeah, but I mean, these guys, that's what makes them the best players in the world. You guys know, like, if you're playing well, it's pretty easy to win against 90% of the guys. Those guys don't play well. They win 95% of those matches. Like, think about all the matches we didn't play very well. Lost a lot of those. Like, these guys just find a way to win. I mean, that's what makes them better when they can win on their days that they don't feel well.
They also, like Sinner and Alcaraz specifically, they never complain about anything. You never hear them like, oh, the court speeds were slow or faster today. Oh, I don't like these balls. Or like a lot of times the rest of the field, sometimes you hear just little chirpings of, oh, I don't like the pen ball. Or I don't like this ball. Or like, these courts are gritty. Like those two specifically, just like Rafa, like not a peep of complaining ever, it feels like. So I feel like that's like another semi-superpower. All right, let's move on to embarrassing TV shows. So this is TV shows that we actually like, but like they're kind of, we know deep down they're actually not good shows. Well, snake draft it. Let's go around. I'm going to start with Stevie.
I feel like none of us are going to have the same shows on here.
Yeah, Stevie, give us a show that you kind of like consistently watch, but you know it's not a good show.
I've just kicked the habit. Dude, back like the last like 4 years, like through COVID, I was crushing the Bravo network.
Yeah.
Like Summer House, Southern Charm. These shows,
Summer House.
like
I know Izer's never watched an episode of any of those. I can guarantee.
I've crushed these, like with Austin and Shep and Craig and these guys. They're just absolute tomfoolery going on. These guys are way too old to be getting drunk every night, but I'm going to watch it.
All right.
Watch it. It's very entertaining. Sam knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I know he does.
Yeah, I got a Bravo show on my list.
Good show.
Isner, bad show that you watch.
Okay, I don't watch this anymore, and it's mainly because I don't have time to watch it. So does that count? I mean, like,
yeah,
I don't really watch
kids.
many shows anymore. I just don't. So for me, it's The Bachelorette.
Yeah, Bachelorette was so good. We used to watch. I mean, we used to watch
but
it.
I prefer Bachelorette over Bachelor. By the way, I like seeing the 30 guys duke it out.
Same.
Yeah.
Anyway, so for me, it was The Bachelorette. I would, ashamed to say this, but I would like download them like pre-kids and like watch them on the plane and kind of like tuck my computer so no one could see me watch.
You pay like $1.99 an episode on iTunes per episode.
Exactly.
Oh, I did that. For me, my number one, Below Deck, going back to Stevie's Bravo, the show, where they're following the crew on the yachts. But Below Deck still is a little bit. I'll watch a lot of Below Deck. Speaking of The Bachelor,
what is the Below Deck?
They're on like a yacht.
They're like a yacht in the Mediterranean, but they follow the employees
Captain
of the
Sandy?
yacht, like the captain and like the first mate and like the crew inside. So it's not so much the people on the yacht; it is like the employees on the boat. By the way, which male player would you love to watch be the Bachelor? By the way,
okay, it has to be single, clearly. So I think Jack Draper.
Yeah, that's an obvious one.
Oh yeah, let's just assume he's single.
Let's assume he's single. Yeah, could you imagine the ratings on that one?
Oh, you get just in Britain too. Like everyone would watch.
Yeah,
that would be.
I think ABC ought to throw a bag at him.
You think he leaves?
Dude,
think he leaves the tour for like?
Maybe they can truncate it, right? Film it over like
6 weeks or something.
Yeah, exactly.
In the Maldives.
3 weeks. All right, Stevie, give me another show that's bad that you watch.
I watch Family Guy every day. Every day.
That's a
Family Guy.
Every
That's
day.
like a great show, though. I mean,
I know, but like
right.
I've watched every day, every episode a million times. Like I'll laugh
Wait, really?
every time. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I didn't know people are still watching that.
Yeah, every day.
They still make new episodes?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good one, I guess. John?
I like it. I don't think these types of shows are bad, but I love watching like historical shows. Like I'm about to start Ken Burns's like documentary on the American Revolution.
Who is Ken Burns?
Are you kidding me?
Dude, come on, Sam.
I can guarantee you over 90% of our listeners don't know who Ken Burns is.
Fair enough, but you should know who Ken Burns is.
It's like a legendary documentary filmmaker.
Is he a tennis player?
He's like one of like the foremost historians in the world. Like he's done incredible documentaries, incredible books. Like
I'm sure I know him. I just don't know the name.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm about to dive in on PBS. He's got like a 4 or 5 part series on the American Revolution. I have him DVR'd. Okay, and I'm going to watch them.
Does Maddie watch those with you?
No, Maddie. It's the problem is me. I put them on. I fall asleep not because it's boring. Just I'm just so tired when the kids are asleep. But like that is like I'm really looking forward to that. Like, I really.
Dude, that's gonna take you like a year and a half to get through.
That's awful. All right, over to me. I recently started watching. God, what is it called? It's where like the fiancés meet each other for the first time. I'm blanking on the name right now.
90 Day Fiance or no?
No. Oh, sorry. Married at First Sight.
Yeah, you love shows like that, Sam. You always have.
I just love the garbage like that. But what happens is like the other day I started watching what my wife and I did. I'll watch one episode. And they're like following like 5 couples. And then I'll immediately just go online and Google and see how it ended up.
Yeah.
And then I won't necessarily finish the season. But it's a good watch. That's such a terrible show. Married at First Sight and 90 Day Fiance. They are so bad, but there's enough people watching them that they keep getting renewed. It's ridiculous. All right, you got any more, Stevie?
My wife likes the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. That's on a lot. Never really got into it.
Ooh, that sounds good. I've never heard of that.
Did you ever watch Sister Wives back in the day?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a good polygamy shows are pretty good. There's like I'm telling you guys, like
polygamy shows.
They'll suck you in.
Oh man, I can see that. I've never heard of these shows,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna.
Hey, my wife didn't like that answer. She just peeked in.
Storage Wars.
Storage
I
Wars.
crushed that back in the day.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Dude, I specifically remember one time watching Storage Wars, and there was a tennis stringer in the storage unit.
Yeah,
and you know how they kind of put a price on everything, on how many things cost. This was like a stringer that was 25 years old. He's like, "This is valuable. Price $800." And I just remember I was like, "I'm done with this show now."
Like an Echelon crank stringer. It's like $12.
the Echelon.
Yeah, crank stringer. I'm done with the show. That no shot is at worth $800.
Those Echelons were good though.
Yeah, they were good.
Echelons, yeah.
Those all those people who had like the buyers, right, of the show, like all their warehouses were like in my hometown of Orange.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, but yeah, I crushed that show, but it was definitely staged.
Oh yeah, for sure. It was staged. You knew it was. Absolutely.
So like, that makes you feel a little worse about watching it, right? I don't know.
Yeah. I totally agree. It was staged. Did y'all ever string rackets growing up?
Oh, dude. Always.
Yeah. Maybe till I was like 15 or 16.
Crushed string rackets at the club for like $10 a racket.
You it was a side hustle for you?
Well, dude, my dad was a tennis coach. I'd be at the club all day in the summers. I'd just string rackets.
Oh, nice.
You getting paid?
Yeah, like $10 a racket. I don't know.
Oh,
like,
that's great.
Dude, my dad would go to work at like 8 a.m. I'd string rackets, and then I'd practice all afternoon. Like, what else am I going to do? Crush it. Yeah.
Good.
Do you string a racket, John?
Yeah, I did. I had an Echelon.
When's the last time you strung a racket?
Oh, it's been when I went to college. I haven't strung a racket since 20-some years.
Yeah, I strung a couple in college, but that's about it.
But in juniors, I would you save a lot of money if you buy you like suck it up. You buy like a $1,500 machine, but over the course of time, you save a lot of money. I used to string it, I really disliked stringing rackets, so I would string my rackets with like Pro Blend, and they would never break. So I string like 4 rackets in like the beginning of the year, and they would last me the whole year, like juniors.
I don't think the current, if you went to like the Americans, Fritz, Tiafo, Shelton,
never strung a racket in their life.
I don't think they ever strung a racket. I think that kind of ended with our era-ish.
I would assume Ben has strung rackets.
I don't think Ben Shelton strung a racket.
But that Echelon with the crank, the thing was like iconic. So good.
All right, let us know if what other bad TV shows you guys actually watched that we're missing. But those were some of them that we actually watch, yet we know are bad. Okay, everyone, this is very exciting. We got Danielle Collins on the podcast, former with career high number 7. You made the finals of the Australian Open 2022. Most importantly, though, you're out here looking for a husband. And we, without asking you a couple of weeks ago, we saw that you had put a clip out. This is a couple of weeks back about, hey, I'm looking for a husband. You had some criteria as a boyfriend. And so we just ran with it. We got some applicants. So first of all, we want to ask, like, You saw the clip that we put out. We didn't ask you about it. What was your initial reaction when you saw us talking about this without even asking you?
Oh, I thought it was so funny. I mean, part of this whole thing is felt like, I feel like I'm living like the 70s or 80s when women used to put out like ads in the newspaper when they were looking for a husband. It's kind of felt like that in some ways because I've been getting a ton of DMs and like applications from people, and I'm like, okay, I didn't expect it to like, well, I guess I kind of did, but like it's been pretty hilarious and funny. But yeah, it's I would have never thought that like you guys were going to be the guys to like try to help me find a husband, let's just say. So I think you guys are pretty cool, but I would have never envisioned this.
Well, yes. We actually knew it was going to be us because we try not to be too serious. So this was like right up our alley here, Danielle. And we appreciate you coming on. You said, of course, your DMs have to be like overflowing. Have you been responding to a lot of these, or are you just reading them and kind of putting them off to the side?
Yeah, most of them I kind of have to put off to the side, let's just say. But there's been a few that I've responded to just for fun. But yeah, they're nothing. Well, I'd be lying if I'd say nothing too serious has come about this. But like, yeah, I kind of have had, it's like needle in a haystack a little bit. So that's the only thing. It's like such an influx coming in that it's kind of hard to go through all of it and figure out like who's like a normal person and who's not.
True.
There's a lot of strange men out there, let's just say.
Look, we had a segment, we talked about like maybe some trashy TV shows we liked, or we watched, and maybe people we don't want to talk about. John said The Bachelorette was a big one for him, or The Bachelor, I can't remember now. Would you be on that show as The Bachelorette? Is that something that you would like to do, or is that like out of your comfort level?
I feel like if they paid like the right amount of cash, I would definitely consider it. But to just like go on and just go on for the sake of going on, I think it would be totally out of my comfort zone. I feel like most of my like life, I feel like people are either like relationship people or they've been single and like dating, right? And I've definitely been more of a relationship person and had like serious like long-term boyfriends. So I've actually never like, this is like the first time in my life that I've actually like ever really like gone on like dates and dated. I feel like every other situation I've been in, it's kind of like, yeah, like I've met somebody and hit it off and then like pretty quickly got into a serious relationship. So it's been like a little bit of like an interesting learning like curve too, like learning about like how people like date in today's world. And it's like kind of shocking and like also like depressing at times too. Yeah. So I'm hoping that I'm not going to have to like go on too many more dates. I feel like Bachelorette would be like a little bit out of my comfort zone just because I'd be like really uncomfortable like dating or seeing like multiple people at once. It would just kind of like freak me out. And I feel like it kind of gets like raunchy on that show too. And like I'm a little bit of like definitely like a slow mover. So yeah, like I probably like in some ways could keep it really entertaining. And then in other ways, they would probably tell me like you just you're gonna have to become a little bit more interesting in other ways, right? So yeah, like
So it's a maybe to go on the show.
Yeah, I'd have to like really think about it, and I think ultimately it would come down to how much money they'd pay me. Just know if I'm ever on that show, they're paying a significant amount of money because there's no freaking way I would go on it just for the sake of it. I feel like all my family and friends would be like, "Are you okay? What is going on with you right now?"
We'd be tuned in if you went on.
Yeah.
Before we get into some of our applicants that we have for you, What can you give us like some like as a tennis player, we kind of know, but we want to hear from you. What are some of the challenges like dating someone while you're on the tour that makes it maybe more difficult than being someone that's not on the tour?
Yeah, well, I feel like it's different for men and women. I feel like when you're successful as a guy, like you're dating the amount of people that kind of flock to you, like it's like infinite, right? Like you have a lot more options when you're successful as a guy, but I feel like as a woman, like if you're when you start to become more successful, it like kind of narrows down the dating pool by a lot. And I feel like men can kind of be like intimidated sometimes by successful chicks. Like I don't know why that is, but I feel like that's definitely valid for me and like a lot of my friends. And I think it takes a special person to want to date a professional tennis player, like male or female, just because we travel so much and our lives revolve around our careers in every aspect, from like the time we go to bed to like what we eat, right? Like training, all of the logistics that go into it. And so you really have to, be with someone that's pretty selfless in that way, and understanding that we have a short window to kind of accomplish what we want to accomplish. And the goals that we're working towards, and understand that our life revolves around working towards those goals. And um it takes a really big sacrifice from the people that any of us date. So I've been lucky that I feel like I've had some good relationships and really supportive partners, because otherwise like it would have like been really hard. But yeah, it doesn't make it like, I feel like we're just in such a different world, the way that we travel and the way that we're like bouncing around from one continent to another continent, and our unpredictable schedules with matches. It can make it really hard on the people that we date and are and in relationships with. So
All right. So before we go into the applicants that we vetted for you, give us the criteria that you are looking for in a significant other.
okay, I'm looking for something very specific. So and some of my friends are like, you gotta like be like a little less picky, but I'm like, I don't know. I want somebody that's gonna like make my life better. And if they're not, like, I have a great life. So the only way this would work is like, yeah, like it has to, like, having that person has to like enhance my life. Like if that's not the case, then I don't really need, right? I don't need it. So I would say the biggest thing is like, this is gonna sound like so like out of left field, but I think the biggest thing is like shared values. Like has to be someone that's devoted to like their faith for sure, and spiritual. Like that's just like total non-negotiable for me. And someone that's hardworking and ambitious, that has their own thing kind of going on, so that they can have their own success and something that they're passionate about and focused on, so that their world doesn't revolve around me, because I like having my me time, and I like being independent in my own way. So I don't need any like stage 5 clingers, like clinging on to me and what I do, or like having their identity becoming wrapped up into my world.
The looks department, are you okay? Like hair color, height, like
I'm we all know I don't like short kings, okay? I don't like it. And okay, but the only issue with that is like my friends and I, we were talking about it yesterday. It's like it seems like, okay, if they're under a certain height, like maybe under like 5'7", they have a really big ego, right? For whatever reason, they have a huge ego. And then like between 5'7" and like 6'2", not as much of an ego. But then once they're over 6'2", the ego's like getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So it's like,
Interesting.
so I don't want somebody like super short, but like maybe not somebody like super, super tall. Sorry, John.
No, it's all good.
good news, John's
get
not
it.
one of the applicants.
Yeah, John is not on the applicant
I don't
list.
know. Like it's just something that I've noticed, and my friends have noticed also. But I mean, I'm 5'10", right? So realistically, like, I mean, I've also like had serious boyfriends that were like closer to my height, and like I'm fine with that. But um yeah, somebody that like doesn't lie about their height. That's the main thing. Like if a guy lies about their height, and you meet them, like there was somebody I met a few months ago, and it was crazy because like they're like a known person, and they told me what their height was, and then when me and my friends met this person, he was like close to 2 inches shorter than what he said. And we're like, what the heck? Like, if you're lying about your height, you're lying about a lot more, you know? So
That's got to be a big red flag.
that's kind of scary. Like, I don't like people that lie about their height. So that's why I put that in my bio. I'm like, don't lie about your height.
Oh, wait, no. Have you ever dated? You don't have to give us a name. Have you ever dated like a celebrity-ish person?
I mean,
That's a yes. Like a D-lister. Then that's what we're getting at.
a D-lister? No, I don't think so, actually. I mean, no, I wouldn't say so. I mean, yeah, like other like athletes, but not, I wouldn't say like super well known.
Yeah, no Tom Cruises.
No.
Short king.
Okay, Danielle, we got over 40 applicants for you. We went through them all. We're going to show you a video now from Andy. We thought this was the best applicant of them all. So let's roll the video, go to Andy, and then Danielle, let us know what you think.
Right up my alley. Okay, let's see where this goes. Let's start in Madrid, 2024. Wow. A whole stadium of drunks singing hymns for Olga like she's their patron saint.
I don't know why, but they love this chick.
Danielle loses the first set, down a break in the second, and then rises from the ashes like a pissed off phoenix. Wins in a third set tiebreaker. I'm there. Coincidence? Dating's the same thing, isn't it? Timing, courage, knowing when to swing. I'm Andy. I'm 33. I grew up next to the Cincy Open. Steve, I watched you do this.
A presence in this match.
Pure chaos, pure instinct, 100% stash. If I win this thing, you're growing it back or I walk. I work in renewables 6 months a year. The other 6, I ski, I travel, I write. So, Danielle, if you want a man who will hype you up, travel anywhere on zero notice, and you want to help these 4 awesome suburban dads feel something again, let's roll the dice.
What a guy.
I mean, does it get any better than that? First off, the video quality and editing that he put through, 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I mean, it could definitely help me with my social media. That's
All
for
right.
sure. I would have unreal content.
Thoughts on Andy? We love him.
Andy's interesting. I don't know how I feel about going out with like a fan,
Yeah.
right? Because like I don't know, but I guess all of the people that applied are fans, right?
I don't think it's a fan.
I mean, I almost like prefer somebody that like doesn't know anything about tennis. But I mean, yeah, he seems like a nice guy. I mean, I guess I'd have some like questions, but I mean, I have to say, like, I've been going out with somebody. We've probably gone out like 8 or 9 times now. And we're like kind of exclusively dating. I mean, so
Okay.
That's
yeah, this all kind of happened pretty quickly. So I mean, we're still getting up.
Good to have these on the back burner, just in case.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know. And this guy's pretty cool. He's doesn't know anything about tennis. He spends part of the year where I am and then the other part of the year where I also am. So that kind of works out logistically. And he is 6'5", blue eyes, is in finance. He just started his own investment firm. So
it sounds like a Winklevoss.
yeah, kind of is.
You got at some point you have to have that talk where it's like, are you my boyfriend? Are you my girlfriend?
I do have a funny story though I have to share. So we went out on my friend's boat on Saturday and we went to this restaurant for lunch and we were sitting there for a couple hours. It was a group of us and Christian's girlfriend, my friend Eric and his daughter, and there was this other table like behind us and they were kind of like on the same schedule as us. And as we were leaving, we're like, oh, we should like get a picture of the group. And so I was like, oh, I'll go up to the people that were sitting behind us. So I go up to one of the ladies and I was like, I've got my hat and glasses on. And I go, hey, I was like, do you want me to take a picture of you guys? Like maybe you guys could get a picture of our group too. And she was like, yeah, she's like, I'd love to do that for a professional tennis player. So Christian and I look at each other. We're like, what the heck? Because she can literally only see from here down. I've got a hat and glasses on, and I was like, oh yeah, Christian's a professional tennis player. And she's like, no, you're a professional tennis player. I was like, yeah, which one am I? And she's like, Danielle. And I was like, how did you even recognize me? And she's like, well, I didn't recognize you. I recognized your voice.
Wow,
that's a good effort.
Yeah. I was like, okay. So we ended up taking each other's photos. And then at the end, she was like, oh, okay, so you got to tell me, how's the dating going? And I was like, well, it's going really good. I was like, I've been going out with this guy a little bit, and he's meeting my friends now. And yeah, things are going well. So, so she's like, that's cool. What is he doing? I'm like, he's in finance, and, where's he from? All these questions. So then at the end, she grabs my shoulders and she looks at me dead in the eye, and she goes, you're so lovely. All I'm going to say is don't settle. And then she looks at him and then looks at me, and it was the weirdest thing. And we're we're all kind of dying. We're like, you can't even make this up. It's something that would happen in a movie.
Interesting.
And
that's so awkward.
Yeah, it was so awkward, and I felt so bad for the guy, because it was for us, we have such crazy situations happen at tennis, and people saying terrible things to us all the time that I feel we're almost immune to it. But for somebody that hasn't been a part of that, I was kind of worried, but he handled it well. So, and he knows, he's I guess she's not going to settle.
All right. So, That's a good story. That's a good story.
All I have to say is poor Andy.
Yeah,
poor Andy.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Andy's going to get a fair shake here.
Wait.
Yeah,
I think we bring.
I don't know.
Guys,
I feel Andy. I would need to know a little bit more about him. I thought it was cool that he saw the Danilovic match, because that was a really good match. I think I was down match points in that one, and I came back and won.
Can we bring Andy on the pod, guys? This is Danielle aside, and let's find him a wife.
Yeah, he was great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Andy was a stud. That video, the way he's turning into the.
How old is Andy?
It's 33.
33.
Okay. What were some of the other matches like? I'm curious to see.
There were 40 of them.
There were 40 of them. I don't know. We haven't even run. We had management ran through them.
Oh, okay. Well, that could be, I know your management, and that could be, no offense, but that could be a little questionable.
Here's what we're going to do. We're wishing you luck with the current, we're going to call him your boyfriend right now, because you guys, 8 or 9 dates, your boyfriend, girlfriend.
You think so? Okay.
If it doesn't work out, we're going to keep these applicants in the back burner just in case. We hope you don't need them, but just in case, just know we're always here looking out for you with some good quality men. For you in the future, but we want it to work out with the current guy.
Okay, all right. Well, yeah, I'm hoping this works out. Fingers crossed. We'll see. I'm a lot. I'm not for everybody, so we'll see if he can handle. We'll see if he can handle it. I've got a big personality, and I'm a bit of a firecracker sometimes. I'm sure you guys have seen that a few times here and there on court.
Seen it on the court.
Yeah. We like it. We like it. So, all right. Well, thanks for coming on. Good luck. We're cheering for you. We might check back in maybe 3 months for an update, if that's fair enough.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to let you know. And of course, if it doesn't work out, I'll definitely let you guys know.
We're here. Yeah. All right. Good deal. Thanks, Danielle.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Bye, Danielle.
All right. Thanks to Danielle. That was probably my favorite guest we've ever had on the show. I loved every second of that. Poor Andy, though. At the end, Danielle kind of revealed she is dating someone. We got to get Andy on the pod. Agreed?
Yeah.
Yeah. Andy was great.
Tennis fan.
We've got female listeners. Let's find him a nice single female.
What if we just totally transition from tennis pod to just matchmaking pod?
That's a great idea. Maybe we start throwing in a Wednesday episode and it's just matchmaking.
Sure, some other podcasts out there would love that, wouldn't they?
I think it's a good idea. All right, well, we will check back in with her in 3 months, see where things are at. Big thanks to Danielle for coming on. We loved it. Thanks for everyone for listening. As always, subscribe to the show on YouTube. Let us know your thoughts on that one with Danielle. We loved it. On Spotify, Apple Pod, YouTube, X. We're Nothing Major Show. We'll see you guys next week.